Hey, Jets fan, hold on tight because there's a bombshell that just exploded right now. Urgent news, fan. There's scorching hot information that's just been announced, and I'm here to tell you all the details of this big news. So, if you're already subscribed, stay tuned so you don't miss any updates from our beloved New York Jets. Always firsthand here on Jets News. Jets fans celebrate decision to part ways with $35 million disappointment. Hey, fan, have you seen the latest news? It looks like we're finally getting rid of the burden that is Zach Wilson. That's right, fan, the Jets are taking action and are ready to move forward without the former second overall draft pick. General Manager Joe Douglas has been super clear about the team's desire to trade Wilson. And, check this out, Brian Costello of the New York Post even believes that if the Jets can't find a trading partner during the 2024 NFL Draft, it's time to cut ties. The draft next week seems to be the Jets' best chance to trade Wilson, Costello wrote. If the Jets can't move him during the draft, it's time to move on. The Jets should cut Wilson if they wake up on April 29th and no deal has materialized. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. But hold on, fan, even though Wilson hasn't been moved yet, there are still some important developments emerging before the draft. Check this out. Douglas was asked about Wilson's situation in his pre-draft press conference. He admitted that the Jets are ready to move on, but he didn't go as far as to say that the team would cut Wilson. Zach is an asset, Douglas said. At the same time, we're obviously open to trading Zach. There have been discussions. Nothing's really changed since we talked in Florida. We're open to trading him. There's just no news to report on it. But listen up, fan, Wilson didn't even show up for the team's voluntary workouts the week before the draft. Douglas didn't comment on his absence, but it's almost certainly related to the ongoing trade discussions. The problem for the Jets is that practically every team has already found their backup quarterback for the 2024 season. Additionally, teams will be eyeing quarterback prospects in the draft. Wilson also has a $4.4 million roster bonus due in training camp. That's a high price for a player the Jets don't plan to keep. If the Jets can't find a trading partner, the team may have no choice but to cut him before the start of preseason. Hey, how about the possibility of the Jets drafting a quarterback? Assuming the Jets will move forward without Wilson, a backup quarterback may be in the plans for this year's draft. Aaron Rodgers will be 41 in December, coming off an Achilles tendon injury. Meanwhile, his backup, 34-year-old Tyrod Taylor, has been a journeyman backup for over a decade. The Jets are hoping for a Super Bowl run with Rodgers in 2024, but a developmental backup still makes sense as a long-term project. Douglas and his team are already doing their homework on some last-minute projects. The Jets even brought in former Florida State quarterback Jordan Travis for a top 30 visit. Travis was a Heisman Trophy candidate before suffering a horrific ankle injury that ended his season. The Jets also visited Tulane quarterback Michael Pratt. The 6 feet 3 inches, 220-pound prospect was an efficient and consistent starter for 4 years at Green Wave. He's likely a day 3 pick, but has the experience to quickly adapt to the NFL. Regardless of who they choose, it would be prudent for the Jets to invest in a potential successor to Rodgers. Hey, fan, it looks like there are exciting changes ahead for our team. Let's keep an eye on the draft and see what the future holds for the Jets. Go Jets!